Even though I was not in Greece, I was on FaceTime and I still got a check. Unlike you, who missed 7 episodes this entire season. This reunion is going to be lit. Glue your wig all the way down, sweetheart, because it is going down, Whiteback.
Alright, you guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. We have an awesome video because, y'all, we got some tea to spill, and I'm kind of excited about it. So we are going to be speaking of Jeffree Star and his new beef, okay, honey? He is beefing with Kourtney Kardashian's son, Mason Disick, on Twitter. We're also going to be speaking about Keely Williams from the Cheetah Girls, okay? And she's beefing with the whole Cheetah Girls cast, basically, okay? This bitch has always been a troublemaker since day one, and we're going to talk about it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and let's get straight into the video. Okay, Jeffree Star with an S. I don't like Jeffree Star, okay? Never liked Jeffree Star. No, I'm not going to say that. I did like him in the past, you know? I was actually like one of those internet kids where I was on Facebook and MySpace when Facebook and MySpace were like still popping and stuff like that. And you know, I had known of Jeffree Star way back when, okay? And I thought he was interesting, very weird, very out there, but you know, he was cool. Like, he was one of the first MySpace celebrities. So when he transitioned into YouTube like 10 years later, I was here for it. Like, he was doing the makeup and his videos were really cute and I just loved them. And then all this stuff about him being racist and saying the N-word came out, and then I was just like, I'm done with Miss Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star can go trip inside of a trash can, shut the lid, and take him out to the barnyard. Because I'm just done with him. I was done with him after that whole scandal, especially with Jackie Aina and Makeup Shayla. I was like, boo-boo, you're doing too much. Okay, so I never really liked Jeffree Star. But he's had his fair share of beefs, but now he has a beef with Kourtney Kardashian's son, Mason Disick, okay? So let's get into this real quick. Mason had a TikTok and an Instagram, but they've since been deleted because he was spilling tea on Instagram Live about Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott no longer being together. So after everybody called Kourtney and was like, girl, you know your son Mason is on IG Live spilling all the family tea, she hung up the phone, went to Mason's room, got that iPad, cussed that ass out, and deleted that Instagram account. But y'all, I don't know how he keeps doing it, but he keeps making other Instagram accounts and keeps going on IG Live. Now, if that was me, my mom would have beat my ass by now. These little white kids that are so spoiled, whatever he is, white and Armenian, they is so spoiled, because if my mom said that I couldn't have no Instagram, then I couldn't have no Instagram. Okay, we're gonna even bring it back to the MySpace days. If I couldn't have no MySpace, then I can't have no MySpace. And y'all, I love the MySpace, like creating my profile, my top 8 friends. Yes, okay, obsessed. But anyways, recently he suddenly had another Instagram, went onto Instagram Live, and someone asked him about Jeffree Star.
Is Jeffree Star like spoiled AF? Wait, let me. Whoa. I almost just spilled hummus everywhere. James is like very nice.
Alright, you guys, so y'all saw Mason Disick talking about Jeffree Star is spoiled AF. Now, I don't know if he was reading a question or if he was making a statement. It's kind of hard to understand because the video was kind of cut off. But just for the sake of just being dramatic and messy, we just gonna say that Mason said that Jeffree Star with an S is spoiled AF, okay? And then somebody, okay, what's her name? Nola, the journalist, went on to Twitter and she said, now Mason Disick has done another live and threw some shade at Jeffree Star by calling him spoiled. LMAO, who knew 2020 was the year he would start to become my fave Kar Jenner kid? Y'all, I am living for Mr. Mason Disick, okay? And I cannot wait till he can officially like do his Instagram and do his social media and really come into his own. I believe he's only 10 years old, but he is such a cutie pie and I just love how outspoken he is. You do need to watch it because he might slip up and say something. Instagram don't play, okay? When they come after you, they come after you. I'm so here for all of his messy ways and I cannot wait until he even gets older and even more messier. Then Jeffree Star with an S went onto Twitter and responded to that, and he said, I had $500 in my bank account 6 years ago. Maybe he's confused with his own privilege versus mine being self-made. Hopefully his father will educate him soon. So here's my thoughts on this whole thing. Jeffree freaking Star, you're really petty labelle at this point because you're commenting on what a 10-year-old is talking about. Okay, Mason Disick probably don't even know what actually, Mason Disick do know what you're talking about because you have a very entitled, spoiled attitude and it's just a bit rotten if you ask me. And I still haven't gotten over that whole thing when it comes to James Charles and you trying to call him a pedophile and a predator and all this type of shit, when you were doing the same grimy ass shit that you accused James Charles of doing. I agree with Mason. Your ass is spoiled as hell. And I understand that you started from the bottom and now you're here, but people call you spoiled not because you're not a hard worker or anything like that, but people call you spoiled because of the energy and the attitude that you give out there to everybody. And not only that, Mason Disick may have a lot of privilege because of the family that he comes from, but your ass also has a lot of privilege, okay? Just look in the mirror. And I also wanted to speak about this as far as Jeffree Star is concerned. He really reminds me of the Tiger King, and I've done multiple videos on the Tiger King, so if you want to see him, go to my channel or watch them. Thank you for the views. But he reminds me of, what's his name? Joe Exotica, okay? Miss Exotica. He reminds me of Miss Exotica because, you know, Joe Exotica had these husbands that weren't really gay, they were straight, but they were just really with him for the money, the fame, the drugs, the lifestyle. I'm not saying that that is the case when it came to Jeffree Star and Nate, but from the outside looking in, that's what it looks like. It looked like Jeffree Star copped him a straight boy, because it is a known fact that Nate never dated a guy before Jeffree Star. I don't know if Nate was lured in by the glitz and the glamour and the money and the whole fame. Like, Jeffree Star is freaking rich as hell. Like, if he wanted to come over to me and move me into that mansion, okay, you don't even gotta manipulate my ass. I'm just looking at all the dollar signs. In that way, he kind of reminds me of the Tiger King. But I want to know what you guys think about Mason Disick going the fuck in on Mrs. Jeffree Star and Jeffree Star's comeback. All right, so let's move on to the next topic. We are quickly going to speak about Miss Keely Williams from the Cheetah Girls. Okay, this bitch, I can't stand this girl. I cannot stand. Y'all, Keeley Williams is probably my least favorite Cheetah Girl. And it's not because she did a bad job in the movies or she couldn't sing or she was a terrible actress. But just today, she just seems very salty. She seems very bitter. And bitch, you ain't got nothing going on, okay? Like, girl, Raven is doing her thing. She's still on Disney Channel doing her show, Raven's Home, Raven's House, whatever it's called. You got Adrienne over here on The Real. She's making her money. She's doing her thing. She has a beautiful family with Adrienne Houghton, who is fine as hell, okay? I'm still jealous about that relationship. And then you have Sabrina Bryan, who we don't really know what she's doing, but it seems like she's happy. I think she just recently got married. And then if you want to bring it back to the 3LW days, you got Notori, who is the main cast member on Power. So all of these girls look like they're doing things. They look like they're happy. And the only person that just looks salty as hell is Keely freaking Williams. Okay, Miss Promises. You're looking like Miss Mamas. Keely went on an IG rant. Check these clips out.
I woke up this morning and everybody was saying that I threatened to out Raven, and I don't know where that came from. So I was like, let me get on Instagram Live, because I've never done this before, and tell everybody that I didn't. And I'm sure it's going over really well. Do you agree that as a black woman, we should be empowering to one another? It would put you in a better and inspiring position to make amends. I don't feel that I have anything to make amends for, especially as it relates to Adrienne. I don't see a reason why I would need to go on The Real, because I'm not promoting anything, right? So there's no reason to do that for me, because the reason why people go on those shows is to promote things. The reason why people do Unsung is because they've got a show coming out or an album or whatever. Like Sabrina was saying earlier, she thinks the Raven has an EP coming out, so that could be why all this stuff is happening, right? It's usually in promotion of something. You know, you want a buzz, you want something to happen. So there's no real reason for me to go on there. And also, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think Adrienne wants to like have live TV with me, because I mean, she's gonna have to say, yes, Keely, I did pretend to be your best friend. And now I am not. It's like, you were either lying then or you're lying now. You either were my best friend and now you're just not claiming me.
So today, Raven-Symone went on Instagram Live and she was talking to one of her friends, and she was just like, I think that girl, Miss Keely Williams, has her name in my mouth. Y'all, this clip is so funny. Check it out.
Hey, yo, Keely Williams is online, yo. She been having my name in her mouth recently.
Who's Keely?
Keely Williams from the Cheetah Girls.
Oh, the one with the gap that made that song.
She doesn't have a gap anymore.
Oh,
Okay, she got her teeth fixed. But wait. What was her name? Oh my God. I mean, she did a song. It was
The sex was spectacular.
Wait,
Don't
she's
play
talking
with her.
about you?
She had my name in her mouth, but I appreciated it. It was in true Keeley form. She promoted my stuff while causing drama.
All right.
So I appreciate it.
So we don't even need to bring her up then.
But what I really want to know is what really happened between Adrienne and Keely, because Keely's making it seem like, okay, we used to be best of friends. We used to be thick as thieves. Shout out to Carol from Real Housewives of New Jersey. But now she's saying that Adrienne has been really fake and she would never go on the real, because then Adrienne would have to admit to the fact that she was a fake friend and was never really down for her like she said she was. I really need Adrienne to come out. Okay, Adrienne, stop being a scary asshole. Okay, Adrienne is so scary. It's like I sometimes feel like Adrienne never addresses things. I don't know if it's because she just doesn't like confrontation, or I don't know, but I would really love for Adrienne to come out and address it, because Adrienne, I don't think she ever even responded to Tamar Braxton when Tamar Braxton tagged her. Adrienne, you need to address the shit, because we really want to get all of the Cheetah Girls tea. So I really want to know what happened with Adrienne, and why does Keely Williams feel like you was a fake ass friend? But Keely, I'm not gonna spend too much time on you because you're not deserving of that much time, but you have really been such a disappointment to all Cheetah Girl fans out there. Okay, I am a Cheetah Girls fan. I fuck with the Cheetah Girls fan. I saw all 3 movies. Bitch, you just fucking up the whole shit. Like, we want a whole reunion, and you are really preventing a reunion from actually happening because yo big, bitter, salty ass want to get on IG Live and try to read everybody for filth when you cannot read nothing for filth. First off, why was you on that track talking about some promises? That's number 1. Number 2, we all know that it was you who threw that plate of collard greens and mac and cheese at Notori's face and her forehead and them edges. Number 3, we saw that clip from that interview talking about me and Notori, our relationship is rocky and sometimes we don't get along. Girl, bring it all the way down. Okay, what Candy say? I'm gonna need you to bring it on down before I get turned up on your ass. All in all, Keely, girl, just hang it up. Girl, hang it up flat screen. So I want to know what you guys think about Keely Williams and her beef with Raven-Symone and Adrienne and Notori. All right, with that being said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. I want to know what you guys think about everything in the comments down below. We will be back tomorrow with a whole new video. Don't forget to create a great day. Bye.